This is the Quack House Podcast.
All right. So, today we have a couple different topics that we're going to be talking about. And we're going to talk about what everyone already is thinking about somewhat. Jeffrey Epstein's list just vanishing.
Where'd it go?
Right. We're going to talk about a little bit of Jurassic World. We all just went and saw it last night. So that'll probably be our big interest of topic for the night. As you can see, we kind of did a little bit of a dino theme. We tried to find dinosaur cloth, but we couldn't really find it. So we went with the Avengers.
Scarlett Johansson.
Right, and Scarlett.
Yeah, close enough.
So, tomatoes.
We'll settle for Scarlett.
Yeah, of course. Because technically, it is settling because she is in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. We went with the fifth least favorite Avenger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Well, and to, John, I mean, you think you thought Scarlett looked pretty good in the movie or what?
At some points.
In some points.
Yeah.
Yes.
When she was being a badass, yeah.
When my seat warmer kicked in.
Right.
You know what I mean.
But I don't know, Kev, how do you want to start this out? Should we do the Epstein stuff first and save, because Jurassic Park's going to be the longer end of the video.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't have much Epstein stuff besides where the fuck did it go?
I know,
Right.
but I'm just trying to figure out how they're trying to gaslight a whole nation with it. The last 6 months, there's 1 month each person said, yeah, there's a list.
In all honesty, I'm waiting for Ashton Kutcher to pop out and be like, pranked bitches.
Right, yeah.
Right.
There wasn't a
geez.
list the whole time. No, we're just kidding. There was a list.
Right.
That was the prank.
And then someone big just what's his face
Bon Jovi?
no, not Bon Jovi. I can't think of his name, but there was a big guy that just resigned over the weekend after the whole Epstein shit. And he was the head of the FBI or CIA.
Bezos?
FBI. It was FBI because you had that Cash Patel and something was also thinking about resigning as well. So it's FBI.
Yeah, because he wants the guy that left to come back and pay him to go bye-bye, Cash Patel. So he's threatening now to resign.
His name is literally Cash.
Yeah, but it's probably spelled Kash.
Yes.
Oh, that's even cooler though.
Yeah, it's ooh.
I'm Cash.
So that just makes it cooler. So
Right, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then the whole the video that they gave us to show us, it's missing a minute, and this, I think there are a group of people on Twitter, The Wire or whatever, was able to see that the video has been saved 4 times and spliced together twice.
So I seen naturally a TikTok or something I was scrolling. They were like, we found the 1 minute and it shows Hillary outside the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's interesting though. How can all this stuff be going on, and how are they trying to gaslight us within the last 6 months? You know what I'm saying? And then Trump of all people is like, you guys still talking about this? Yeah, bro, you ran on telling us the list.
That's his best friend. You guys are still talking about my best friend. Man, I was like, what's that?
That
move
bugs
on,
me.
guys.
Makes me sad.
Well, the thing.
So what? They're just all of a sudden saying there's no list?
Yeah.
Right. So
one of the dinosaurs
Scared
fell.
me.
yeah, they're saying that there's no list anymore. And whatnot, and we've for the last year, I would say, they were campaigning on it. I mean, people are pulling up tweets from Donald J. Trump Jr. saying, when are we going to get the list? We have Senator Kennedy asking Cash Patel when is a list going to be released, and he said yes at some point. So at some point, this list was there, and now it's just
like there's going to be a list of people from the Diddy parties released.
Right.
Well, think about that. 2 people got dropped all charges in the same week. Diddy beat the government, and Jeffrey Epstein apparently
His list just dissolved.
Right. For no reason, because they had no reason to put him in jail. And what is it? Ghislaine Maxwell. She's still.
Is it Ghislaine or is it Giselle?
I think isn't Giselle Tom Brady's wife now?
Ghislaine,
Yeah,
Ghislaine,
that's her
something
name,
G,
yeah,
but yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, the Epstein's,
Maxwell, his second person in hand. She's in prison right now for the same charges he was, but there's no list. So why is she in prison? Shouldn't she be out at this point? I mean, who says she's really in there?
There should be nobody in prison due to this imaginary list that's not really real. That's not out there.
Right. And then on top of that, what you want to call it? Gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Anyways,
because it's not real.
I know, right?
Well, I got an idea here. So, what if the list does exist, and then they're just trying to make it out like it doesn't, and then Trump's whatever political party, whatever you want to call it, is just waiting for their moment to use it, because maybe there's something else that's going to happen, which is going to make certain parties go after them.
He's going to be like, oh,
so he's saving it basically.
He's like, I have a bigger sex ring pervert. I was just holding on to that one. Like, what about this guy?
Right. But like, also think about this. How would society be if they released the list and all, like, let's say 75% of our Congress was in it?
What do you do from there?
All the world leaders were in it, like different world leaders. How are you going to arrest all of them first and foremost, right? Because they're like really in charge. However, thankfully we have safety nets on that in our Constitution. So, but I mean, our country would go into a deep spiral no matter which way you go about it. As much as I hate saying it, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, maybe we don't need to know now, but tell us in about 100 years who was on that list, so that every world leader is pretty much gone. And
nah, man, you need 30, 40 years.
30, 40. Yeah, because I want to know before.
Yeah, I want to know before I'm gone, man. Come on.
I don't know. I kind of feel like they should, even if that was the case, they should just release it because
5 years.
Because
people
justice
forget
needs
about
to be
shit.
served. People shouldn't be allowed to just do some stuff like that and then just basically get away with it.
I'm with you. Maybe go and say, hey, you're all gonna take a fall and you can't say anything, otherwise you're no longer gonna be here anymore.
People are gonna forget about this within like the next couple of years because it's just gonna be tomorrow's bullshit.
Yeah,
right. And it's never gonna end, unfortunately. I mean, I saw somebody like already hinting up a conspiracy because the Texas floods, right?
Yeah,
those were man-made.
Oh, Epstein did it.
No.
He's not really dead. He's flooding Texas.
No.
That's the conspiracy.
No, yes. But
is it even real?
The Rothschilds did it.
That's a good point. Is he even real? Is it even real?
Right. Is it even real? Is any of this real?
Right.
Is it?
But Hillary Clinton's foundation was on site within like 30 minutes of everything going to help look for the kids.
How fast?
30 minutes after everything kind of like settled. They were already like basically en route to go help look for all the missing kids. So if they find any of them alive, are they actually going to, turn them in, or are they going to take them for themselves?
They were probably already there.
Right. But the conspiracy is that the company that overseed cloud for the Clintons to cause a massive flood to gain more children. Kind of crazy and interesting.
Well, speaking about the flood, this will be quick. But where'd this the water came from? I mean, a dam broke, or
no.
The banks of a river.
Yeah, but
Guadalupe River.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say the Guadalupe?
Guadalupe.
Oh, right.
Guadalupe.
It's Diddy's overflow.
Right. No, but so a company did some cloud seeding to create artificial rain, and that could have been more because of how quick. However, like the National Weather Service 12 hours before said potential chance of flash floods. And then 2 hours or 4 hours before, and then 2 hours again, everybody's cell phone went off saying flash flood warning.
Epstein got off. Diddy got off.
Mhm.
Texas got flooded.
Exactly.
Yep. And then they got off.
Just to show that they can
Soaked.
still take kids.
Man, so most of Texas is moist right now.
Very moist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
probably been a
and-
while since they've been that moist.
And was there
Exactly.
any like what I want to say? Any
It's a
specific
dry heat.
right. But any like specific facilities? I don't know what I say, like specific facilities that were kind of odd, not odd, but ones that got destroyed into like the flood where it's like, okay, that's kind of odd, like a convenience thing. Was there any facilities like that where
It was a
Yeah.
children's camp.
It's
Mason
Tommy
Yeah.
Bahamas.
It was a children
It
one
was a girls' summer camp.
yeah, there was a
Christian
camp that was in the path. There was campgrounds too and stuff like that, but there was, I think as of right now there's like 35 to 50 kids missing still.
Damn.
So like that's where the conspiracy is about the Clintons Foundation being on it, because they're also in ties with Epstein.
right.
I mean, didn't Epstein have Epstein had a picture of Bill Clinton in a dress in the Oval Office. Then he had a picture of Bush,
In a bush.
Wait, junior
No.
or senior?
Junior. So
Junior.
our
Naturally.
president with an airplane in his hand and two towers. So like, if like that's kind of like, you think about how deep it goes. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? On why I think even if there is a list, we'll never learn because of the amount of powerful people that are on that list, and you can't really take them down without them taking everyone else with them, and
Right, exactly.
they're not
Okay.
going to do anything.
All right, so I'm probably gonna ask the dumbest question right now.
What's up?
What is Epstein's backstory? Who is this guy? I don't even know who the fuck he is.
So he is a person that
What did he do?
stocks trading, sex trafficking.
Well, besides the illegal shit, what did he do to get in the position that he's in? What is his position?
So people
what
think that
position
he
was
worked
in?
for the Mossad. So like he was an agent, and he got embedded with somebody very powerful in New York. And then when that person passed, they left his wealth and fortune to Epstein,
Mm.
which then allowed him to start doing everything. From my understanding, I could be completely wrong on that, but I believe that is kind of how he is. And if he basically, they're saying Israel, was working for them to get dirt on everybody in America so that we can continue to defend them for so on and so on. Because when
And
Trump
they-
was asked about when he would talked about the list and stuff,
Yeah.
like days before, he said whatever his name,
And Yahoo.
yeah, was
Yahoo?
Yahoo or whatever.
was a great person and stuff like that, and he's the leader of Israel. And then all of a sudden we don't have a list anymore.
So what country did we just bomb?
Iran.
Oh, okay.
Around,
And now we're threatening to bomb Russia and China.
Mm.
So I'm about to get real quick. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, is this even real?
All right.
You gotta-
Is this
you
even
know,
real?
You gotta play nice.
Yeah, craziness. Also, because we just went right into this Epstein stuff, we do got a big announcement towards the end of the video, so stay tuned with us and you guys will learn about it.
And so I kind of feel just with how
I'm probably
crazy
learning about it.
everything's getting in the world. It's just like we're basically hitting the event horizon if you think about it.
Not even, dude. I feel like we got
We got
more.
past it.
Shit's just
Oh,
getting
dude,
started.
we're
I mean, we're approaching it.
we're approaching you think we're approaching like the stable point of everything that's going on?
No, the point of there's no telling what's going to happen because you know if they say you go into like
Oh,
center,
we're already there.
like if you hit the center of a black hole, the event
Oh.
horizon, like you don't know what the hell's going to happen.
True.
So I just feel like we're either already to that point or we're getting to even something worse to where it's just like you don't know what the hell's going to happen.
That's true. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where, like, since we've all been born, how many different things, like in the 90s, you had the bombing underneath the towers, right?
Yeah.
You had also the Oklahoma bombing, which blew up one of Hillary Clinton's buildings that was being investigated. Wow, what a coincidence.
Right.
You
The
had
Unabomber.
yeah, you had also I can't think of any other major events than 9/11, and then from there just think about every little thing. Now the question is, has this always Desert Storm was in the 90s as well, but like it feels like it's never ending, and the question is do we now just get to notice it more because of the internet, or has it really just been since the internet started we have all these people going crazy and whatnot and trying to take over the world and control populations and stuff like that?
I believe that. Yeah, that's very possible.
That's wild.
But I seen like a meme, not really like a meme, but somebody just said, if you look at the how much the media lies today, okay, well, think about historical facts. How much of it is actually true?
We literally buy media companies to lie.
Right.
Yeah. So how do we know that other shit we've been taught in school, most of it's even true?
Exactly.
Like, remember the deaths in World War II with the Holocaust?
Right.
I mean, because we were looking up the numbers and the death rates on that, and then it didn't match up to what was being said.
Right. And it just, there's a lot of weird conspiracies around that, and I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole just today.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it today, but I'm just saying in general, it's just like there's a lot of lying that goes on. We see it today in front of our faces on TV and the internet.
Right.
So just think about even before all that before it was harder to even track it, like 100 years ago.
Well, right.
How much lies there was about what was going on in history.
Exactly. And with that being said too, the winners of the war write the history.
Yeah.
The losers don't get a say. So, and there's a lot of things in like we think of World War II, we think we did it all pretty much, but in reality, it was a lot of people. Yes, we were the ones that helped a lot more and did a lot more and sacrificed, I'm pretty sure, a lot more for it. But we couldn't take over a certain spot, and Canadian troops were able to take it for us to allow us to go in and advance further, and then from there we were able to do it. But for some reason they were able to take a very critical portion of World War II spot. At least that's what they're taught, because Ben and Chippy, they know World War II a little bit different than what we know World War II.
Right. Yeah. There's that too. Yeah.
Everything is written different for each person. So that is 100%. I'm with you on that. That's just like fossil fuels, right? We were told that it's supposed to be dinosaur decomposing and plants and old plants and stuff, but in reality, it replenishes itself every 5 to 10 years. I think I read an article on that, and I'll try to find it and put it in here. So I don't think we're running out of gasoline anytime soon, and I think we need to find alternatives sooner than later so that things can get back to being cheaper again.
Yeah.
It's always a scare to get the prices higher.
Right. Exactly.
Well, and it's a whole control thing too, because I mean, because like the inflation and everything like that, they want to keep people down because they want to keep them desperate, because they want all of us to be drones who are just working for the system, because all of us going to even like our jobs, no matter what you're at, you're still benefiting the system. Like no matter what we do, we are slaves to the system, all of us.
Oh yeah. And we're all trying to break that reality and not become slaves to the system.
Right.
And so that we can be outside the matrix, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true.
But like thinking about like greed and power and stuff, like think about that with InGen and Jurassic Park and them creating dinosaurs and mutating things.
Now, are we going to start the Jurassic Park conversation?
I don't know. I was just
because if we do,
fossil fuels.
yeah.
Well, I guess we can just start it or whatever. We can do whatever. But here's my thing. So Jurassic Park, would we all say that had like a little bit of comedy in there?
Oh, it had a
like
lot of comic relief.
What I didn't say last night after we saw it is this. They screwed up the very first scene. They had a perfect opportunity to do some really funny comedy, right? So you had the two people at the door where they had the keys.
Yeah.
How funny would it have been if they did this like 3 times, if they were all like, okay, 3, 2, 1, click it, and it doesn't open. And they're like, okay, no. Okay, let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, and it messes up again. And they're like, no, Karen. When I say one, okay, then flip the switch. 3, 2, 1, you know what I mean? Just something like that. I thought that would have been funny.
I thought they didn't get it the first time though.
No, they did. Yeah, I was saying for comedy, they should have just had it where they messed it up a couple times.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they were going to put comic relief kind of, in like their movie, hell, you should have that would have been a perfect one right there.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But I
It
feel
was
like
kind of picky and choosy, like
where it was.
sections, yeah.
But I feel like they wanted that to be serious, so you understand.
They wanted that to be serious. They clogged the door with a Snickers wrapper.
No, they fried the system with a Snickers wrapper.
I know, ain't that something? Like honestly,
The entire system.
System.
we give a spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert! There will be spoiler alerts in this.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Snickers paid a whole shit ton of money for like 10 seconds worth of promo time.
Yeah.
Well, and then too, when I was seeing that, I'm all like, wait, is this Jurassic Park or Final Destination? Like, what's going on here?
I totally think if he
you
would have
might
offered the D-Rex the part of that Snickers, wouldn't have been an issue.
But
it would have cured him of his deformity.
Yeah,
exactly.
might have grown an extra arm.
Just like the commercial.
Yeah, it might have been somebody else.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, true that. He was a T-Rex.
He wasn't himself.
No, he was not. I get where you're coming from. Are you talking about like at the very start when
they were doing like the key thing
before the D-Rex showed up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I'm saying that would have made it more like a lighthearted type thing before it got real. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
It was only comical because it's like, why would a rapper just like fuck everything up?
Because at that point,
Right.
I mean, if they're gonna do that with like a little rapper, I mean, then they should have just went
should've
all
put
out
some-
with
yeah.
the key thing.
I agree.
Should have been Lil Wayne.
Yep.
And I thought they were gonna open that door right off the second time around, and I thought she was gonna do it, but she actually grew a brain for a second and
Yeah.
I
backed
know. I
up.
was like, you just gonna let this bitch out of here? Like,
Right, one for one
sorry,
person.
dude.
I like how she didn't even turn around right away.
I know, she
just
watched.
watched him die.
Right.
Oh no.
And then, like,
I'm sorry.
anytime anyone died, they didn't show it on screen.
Anytime anybody
PG-13.
died, they screamed their name at least 30 minutes, after their death.
Oh
Right,
my gosh! Right?
Why? They seen them get chomped up and carried away. There's no need to scream their name 30 more times.
Yeah, it's like
they
he's
gone.
dead.
dude? Right?
They literally carried him off into the ocean. He ain't coming back.
Right.
Dude, yeah.
Darren. All right, 20
I
more
think it
times.
was Daryl.
Right.
I know, but I'm using Darren as
Okay.
but I was like, it was like, wait, no, he's still bleeding. Yeah, he got Darren. No, fuck it, whatever.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
So he only took 2.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, man, there was so much on that movie that just like more I talk about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I actually kind of did enjoy it. But like at the when we saw it, last and everything like that, I was just like, man, they really just. I wanted a rated R. I wish they did a rated
I
R.
need to watch it again because
I know.
I was just so upset with it the whole time.
Well, and then this too, right? I didn't think it was a bad movie, but a lot of stuff didn't make sense, which we'll be getting into that, throughout this podcast.
Which is most of the movie.
Right.
But at the same time, I was thinking too when I was driving over here is, did I think it wasn't a bad movie because I was just happy to be out there with you guys?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Did that affect my thought process?
It was
of
a fun experience.
Yeah.
Right.
My thought process was if I wasn't with you guys, I would have left.
See, that's crazy because I would have stuck through it and watched it all the way through.
Yeah.
And that's just me because I love Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wasn't digging it.
But yeah, I get it. Everything was just so try-hardy, or they wanted you to go,
convoluted.
or like a comedy relief, or wants you to experience Jurassic Park all the way through again,
Yeah, because there was a lot of references towards the first Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and then
And in Jaws as well. There's a Jaws reference.
right. So when they finally took off, right, and what?
Huh?
What?
No, I'm just thinking about the fucking raft again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we'll get to that. We'll get
That's
to
what
that.
I mean. That's what I'm just thinking about the fucking raft again.
We'll get to that because that
Yeah,
kind
that
of
made no sense at all.
right.
Like
And
zero.
we'll get to the very end.
I'm so happy I saw that, dude. I was like, that makes no fucking sense.
Right. So when they first start off, they go on the boat. They're tracking the dinosaurs. They get the distress.
No.
Sorry.
The other people,
Yes, the family that somehow survived.
Sorry. Because they went into the city when they were first talking to Scarlet, and then the one dinosaur, right? The long neck thing. Do you think that's worth talking about, or not? Or not enough happened?
The one that got stuck in the city that escaped from the zoo or
stuck
whatever.
in the power lines.
That was
and shit?
weird. It was so casual. There
Well,
was just a dinosaur dying in the road.
Because if we're
It was
spoiling,
the last one.
because basically because all the dinosaurs are basically by the equator, because they were saying that that's like the environment is kind of like what it was 65 million years ago.
Yep.
So, but they still had some in captivity, but they're all slowly dying because of environmental changes and stuff, and then they're just not adapted to those environmental locations.
Right. I guess we could have talked about that, but to me it
not enough happened to be
well,
worth, right?
That plus on top of that, we already know that the dinosaurs, if you saw the last Jurassic World or the last two of them, you already know they're escaped and out and about. So I didn't think anything of that one,
right?
Because I was going straight to like what stopped making sense. So the first, when they're on the sailboat, how the hell did those people get that close to the island and not realize it? First and foremost, on a sailboat in the middle of the ocean. I understand that there's people that sail the seas and stuff like that on a sailboat, but I'm pretty sure they stay like within a couple 100 miles of countries and they just go around.
Yeah.
It makes sense because he was saying how short the anchor was.
Right.
So like his boat wasn't made for the kind of waters they were going through.
Yeah, because they were they said in that one 200 feet deep is why they couldn't use the anchor.
It only went 50 feet or something, and it was over 200 or 2,000 or something.
And especially that boat size, like you would not be sailing across the middle of the ocean in a little boat like that. Like,
right.
Well, they said they did it all the time.
Exactly.
Right. I mean,
which made no sense.
I mean, you probably could, but I mean, you know how there would just be too much you would need, especially with 4 people on that boat. Think about the supplies, the random storms that could happen. I mean, there'd be too much that could go wrong in a situation. I mean, you could do it,
right?
But it would just be too damn risky,
right? Especially for a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so then what's just started is that the Moses, what is it? Mosasaur. Okay, right. Okay, so the Mosasaur shows up and just like knocks them off. Doesn't even try to eat the boat or anything like that.
Well, they did kind of explain that he might have been just trying to eliminate a threat, and like the sail was.
Oh.
Like maybe it thought the sail was another dinosaur.
Well, and
so he didn't see the sail. It was like,
yes, yep. And when you said sail, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
No,
when you said sail, though, that reminds me too. The Spinos were in the background.
Yeah.
So why didn't the Spinos join in and fight or try to kill, with the Mosasaurus when it was tipping the boat?
Maybe because the Spinos thought that it was too big of a threat with the sail being big. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then that's why the Mosasaur went through and checked it out. But you would have thought once it started seeing the humans swimming, I understand that they said, well, they're too small to be like food and stuff for it. But I mean, how many times have you watched a T-Rex eat a person in a movie? At least one time in Jurassic Park that wouldn't have filled it. They fed it a damn goat in Jurassic Park. A Spinosaurus might be a little bigger. Sorry.
No, you're good.
But or Mosasaurus might be a little bigger than it, but they're still gonna just eat what they want to eat.
True.
Right. It could be a little snack.
Now that Mosasaur, right? Was that the same one that escaped captivity in the other movie that ate the Indominus?
They had a tag.
Yeah.
So with that being said, though, that one has already eaten people, so it knows that it's food. So that's something weird too, is because you would think that it would have known because of prior food that it's ate, which was humans, a few of them, that it was edible and it could eat them. You know what I mean?
What also didn't make sense? Oh, what? Go.
Well, also one thing that makes sense to me is when they went to rescue them, they went 28 miles in the opposite direction.
Yep.
But when they picked them up, when they turned the sensor back on, 5 minutes later, they were right on top of it.
Right.
That was a different one.
I thought there was only one.
Mm-mm.
They had multiple tagged.
Well, it said there was 2 signals, Oh,
I thought one was a boat signal, and then they thought it was bouncing off of itself or something.
Well, because you got to remember, they were within like 30 miles of the mosasaur at the.
They were within. Like they saw it, and then they went 28 miles the opposite direction.
So maybe it just followed them.
So that's what I said. And then they turned their shit back on to track it, and then they're like right there.
Yeah.
And that was the thing too, because we saw like other like shark, like the shark mouth, the bone structures and stuff. So the point I'm getting at here is they had mosasaurs, other ones, but I wish they would have explained that better. I mean, I guess I might be thinking you would assume that they made more of them. I wish they would have said that, that they were making more of them, and then they escaped into the ocean.
Yeah.
Right.
Because even that little girl on the boat was saying, I really hope it's not a talking about the mosasaur, meaning that they were well known enough in the ocean to say, okay, these things are dangerous. You know what I mean? So there's more than one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? I wish they would have explained that better.
And then their boat not really taking much damage.
So flipping over.
Right.
Would it normally sink or no?
Well, it depends on how much water is in it, right? Because if it didn't fill all the way up, it'd still have the air in it to but it was probably still slowly sinking, because he did say we're sinking when he did the distress and they picked up and stuff.
Yeah.
The dude. Okay, so now that we're at that, the people get picked up, right? They start fighting with the mosasaur, and that doesn't do any damage to their boat. I mean, I know their boat kind of looked a little bit more
armored, but
but wouldn't you think that it would still take some type of damage?
Yeah, it seemed fine until
the spinals showed up, and then it started taking on some damage when they're all attacking it. So apparently, also more spoilers, right? Should we break it down piece by piece?
But let's backtrack, because something we talked about too is before they actually got really into any conflicts with the dinosaurs, it seemed like they were focusing more on the acting opposed to the action for the first part of the movie.
Acting?
Well, you know what I mean? Like when they were talking to each other and doing backstories and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That was something I actually read about too after we watched it, is they had all these intricate backstories, but then it didn't really
do anything.
It wasn't a storyline or anything. It was just oh yeah, you got trauma, I got trauma.
Yeah, it's all like with Scarlett Joe Huge Tits. It's all your partner who you were obviously sleeping with, which you shouldn't be, if you're doing missions together, died. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be in that type of lifestyle, you're probably going to be married to someone in that type of lifestyle, because you can then talk to them about the stuff. Otherwise, you got to hide things. And then it's oh, are you cheating on me? Oh, you're cheating on me, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Because you can't talk about yourself. So the reason why I bring that up is because I just listened to a podcast that they had a CIA agent. And he was usually everyone's married within the CIA because you're able to talk about your missions and stuff with them.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yep.
Yeah. So I would assume she would have that. Now, with that being said, they did have all these great backgrounds, and they didn't execute them well. Well, I mean, I guess Scarlett Johansson did, because she said, "I will protect you for the most part." Maybe or maybe not.
A lot of people died.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, how many?
Most of them?
Most of the crew.
Wasn't it the one of the
blonde guy?
The girl with the pack.
Oh, yeah, the girl with the pack. Then the one, was he Jamaican?
He spoke French.
Yeah,
the
French dude,
the engineer, the guy that was working, the mechanic.
Yeah,
he's
the
gone.
Mechanic. And then the other guy with the special gun died too.
That's the blonde.
Which, if you're shooting and you see 4 Spinosaurus behind you, would you?
He didn't see the behind him. That was the stupidest thing ever. He was shooting in one direction and didn't think to turn around one time.
All of a sudden, okay.
And then about that, right? Okay, so the Spinosaur, I don't want to really look up the stats, but let's just say that thing's probably, what would you say? Let's just say roughly, 10,000 pounds, roughly?
Well, it's bigger than a T-Rex.
So, well, these ones were a little bit different. These ones were smaller than a T-Rex. These ones, I think,
They're mutated.
were
Well,
more
So-
mutated. Yeah.
But the point I'm getting at is, okay, so the thing grabs the guy, the guy we're talking about with that special gun,
Yeah.
and then he's still able to hold on for a few seconds.
Right.
Okay. He
No.
would have.
As he was getting,
no
like-
way. It would not have happened. Even if he
Yeah.
did hold on, he would have got ripped off immediately. He would not have been holding
Right.
on, going like a huge face thing, all like, oh.
And then
you know
the
what I mean?
special
Yeah.
gun. Why did they only have one of those?
I was thinking
I
about
think
that
there
too,
was
but
more of them, but they were in that bag. They
Oh,
got
yeah, that's
eaten.
right.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
girl.
Right, I
The girl
think
that wanted
after
to
they
hold on
crashed
to the
and stuff.
fucking bag.
Right.
But even at that, though, you're talking spec ops people. You're going to keep all your good shit in one bag. Like,
Right.
it wouldn't even have happened like that. And two, if you know you're about to be crashing on there, they would have been putting all them guns, strapping them to them, and making sure that they were ready in case. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And then
Yeah,
let's
then-
talk about the boat jumping on the fucking beach and not taking any damage whatsoever.
I want John. I think you should take the head on this one because you had very good points when we were talking about this.
Yes.
Okay, so the point is that they kept diving into the water where all the dinosaurs were because the thought was shallow water, big dinosaur. But it was safer to be on the boat as the end result because once the boat hit the shore, it just literally slid to a stop.
right.
Right. And it jumped. It
Yeah.
got some
Yeah.
air and didn't
Did it go
crack.
on a rock or something?
Something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
it did like the Simba's Rock Pride thing.
Okay.
It slides up to the
Like a
top and
ramp.
stops, and but literally it slid up there slowly.
Right.
It came to the slowest, safest stop that a boat that in that scenario could have came to,
Right.
and it didn't blow up.
And
On
then,
top of that made me upset. Why didn't it blow up? It needed
Right.
to blow up.
Or a small fire or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
we
Oh,
also
yeah.
missed a little bit of stuff on the boat. Some people got injured. The dad, and there's points of
It
this.
seemed like he had broke his ankle or
Yep.
sprained
Right.
it.
No,
and then he
'cause-
was fine.
Like
And then he
5 minutes
wasn't.
later, he was running.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, he
was
was like,
limping?
right. It just kept going back
Yeah.
and forth, back and forth.
Yes,
Is that like a director issue or is that like
that's just an acting issue or somebody
Yeah.
not getting their
Well-
shit together. Like,
Yeah.
bro, your leg is broken. Act like
Okay.
it's broken.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Oh, but okay, so we're still on the beach, right? Well, is there anything else we want to say about the
the
boat
girl
scene?
dying.
It might have been the order in the way they shot scenes. So
Right.
like he might have like
Yeah.
not
But
broke
then
his
who
leg
didn't
yet.
catch that? Like,
Right.
Director, editing.
see, that's what I was getting
Dummies.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so now think about this. Okay, so when that lady dies, there was a Spinosaurus laying on the beach,
Just
and
chilling.
then just woke up and
Walked
found her. Well,
in the
Sailed-
water. Turned her
that's
back
another
around.
thing. No fucking dinosaurs made noises when they walked. How is a 30-ton
Right.
monster just? Even when we got to the Titanosauruses or whatever they're called,
The really tall ones.
yeah,
Aw, man.
the mega broncos.
Yeah,
Or
no,
brachiosauruses. They didn't even make noise when they fucking walked around and stuff. and that
That's
was the
true.
very first thing you see in Jurassic Park is a Bronchiosaurus eating on a tree, and then it comes down gently, but it's not gently because it's
You can hear the
know,
Huge.
and then it's like boom, and then everyone's just like, oh,
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
my argument with that scene is those things are how fucking tall?
Very,
like
very,
too
very,
tall.
very, very, very.
300 feet,
300 feet, right? Scarlett Johansson's what? What we look 5'3"?
5'3".
Okay, so how can I not see hundreds of those things in 5 foot of grass?
Exactly.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh. So yes,
Yeah.
Were you laying down that good?
Right.
Were you
They,
fucking
like, covered themselves
Were you
with
in
something.
pancake mode?
right. And then there's like 100 of them all get up
Yeah.
at the same time.
Zoom out.
So you guys know you see a scene of like mountains and a valley, and you're like, oh, there's nothing there, and then you start
And
hearing
tall
it.
Grass, is it?
Yeah, tall grass as tall as Scarlett Johansson, which was
5'3".
5'3" in real life. Maybe in the movie she's a little taller. Who knows? But it's up to her shoulders at least. So
It was,
it's
like,
not even.
past their head.
Was it past her
Yeah,
head?
they was
Okay.
like past their head. So the grass was like a little bit taller than
Right. And then these bitches just get up. I'm talking about just roll out of bed getting up. This happens throughout the whole
I bet
dang
you the
movie.
T-Rex.
Right.
It's
We'll
like,
get to there.
"Ooh."
Which, I mean, like, I like that.
Like a cat.
that T-Rex might as well have just been in Crocs.
Right. Yo, we got to backtrack a little bit though. Sorry, back to the Mosasaur real quick. Oh no, when they shot it and got the blood, right? So it just conveniently that part of the mosasaur stayed above water and didn't go underwater. What if the fucker would have dove real deep and the thing shot off? They wouldn't have got that.
Right. But I wasn't trying to ruin everything of the movie. So
Well, those are already
No, you
spoilers, though.
I know,
So,
right,
I mean, you're either going to watch it or you're not.
But
That's true.
but those big ass ones, and then I got the sample from those ones, the long neck things.
yeah, which was
Um,
easy.
And then what happened? Because didn't they get spooked or something? Didn't they do something to spook them or some shit?
No,
They
they
just started walking off.
Yeah, because
I
like
saw the pterodactyl thing.
Oh,
the
yeah, and then
big
they just
bird,
started
and they were
moving.
like, "That's where we need to go."
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
They did the little love scene thing, which I thought was pretty sweet.
It was
like
cute.
saying that-
It was a whole Avatar rethink,
right,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then like low key dinosaur OG.
right.
Now at that point in the
Whatever,
movie,
yeah.
what was the family doing at this point? Is this when
Watching?
they?
No,
but we're-
no. The
'cause-
family
oh,
was by
not the-
themselves.
oh,
Were they in the cavern or
I was
whatever?
thinking
Because
the
another
family
one
of dinosaurs. My
that
bad.
we thought was cool was the flying thing. I think that might have been like a mutated raptor, the ones that were flying. Remember it went down and then grabbed the two raptors
That was a
and
different
flew
movie.
off.
Oh no, that was either a pterodactyl or one of those
Yeah.
Quetzal things.
That was a different.
Okay.
That was a different
Pretzel.
bird than what they were looking
I
Oh,
for.
don't know what's
I-
called.
Okay.
It was something like that because I was
But,
like, a pretzel?
But with that
Right.
one, okay, so it killed the raptors. So it basically was showing that was supposed to be more dangerous than the raptors.
Yeah.
But we missed the fact that we didn't even. Oh no, it's coming up. Okay, never mind. The temple scene.
Yeah. I'll get to that. Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
get to that here in a second.
And then
we need a timeline
But
right
then, like
here.
the comic relief on that one, the guy
was taking a piss.
What? No, it didn't even start pissing until
Oh my
after the
gosh.
two raptors got grabbed,
Right.
and then he starts pissing. I mean, I thought that was kind of stupid.
Best
I
piss
thought
of his
that-
life.
I thought that was dumb. It was funny, but it was dumb. It was
Right.
like unnecessary.
Yes.
so like
And he walked so far away just to piss.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you're supposed to be on watch
Uh-huh.
for this family,
yeah,
and
literally.
you walk like a mile away and
Right.
piss. It's like,
Well,
It
and
should
with
have
the-
been like
deserve to
right
be
behind
eaten.
that wall.
yeah.
Well, and then with the raptors too. I mean, if they're already in the area, like let's be real here, though, they would have got killed by those things way sooner once you
Oh.
got into their territory.
right.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is like personally, if I just hear a big fucking bird come down and
I
start
wouldn't be able to not look.
right, I would turn around, look, and then run.
Yeah,
Junk out all, just start booking it because you don't know if that thing's gonna turn and get you next.
Right.
You know
And why didn't it?
exactly.
Yeah, because you would
Yeah.
think because you would think that if it was looking at its targets right, it would probably go for the smaller one instead of for two big raptors. So
Yeah.
because the thing was up in there and those raptors were almost on the guy, right? That means that flying thing already was stalking the raptors and it would have saw him walking.
That's true.
Right.
And the raptor, that was kind of funny though when the raptor looked at the other one like, is this real life right here? And then it gets attacked.
And that brings me
Yeah.
to another thing that I remember you were saying is remember before the family really started getting going, he was like swinging the stick and then there was that big ass movement
That
in
came
the back.
after.
Okay, after. Because
That-
that was
that was
another
after.
point you were gonna say about that, which you can get into when you're ready.
Oh,
Just
don't-
about them not showing some of the stuff.
Oh yeah, like I want to know what dinosaur that was.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
They didn't
what
even
was that?
mention it or like
Let's not go
look
that
into
way.
it or anything. Yeah.
Right, and
Like
then
it was
he's
funny what he said, but it was
Right,
like,
he was
come on.
like, "All right, let's start this," and then slaps some bushes, and then I wanted to think that it was a triceratops because I'm assuming that little baby thing was like a mutated triceratops.
Yeah, because it looked like the Land Before Time one, that
Yeah.
yellow one, whatever that one was called.
Good old Dolores.
Yeah, is that really what it's called?
in the movie.
That's
it's
what they were
the
shooting.
lure.
calling
that's
it.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
the Dolores Rex.
Baby
Yeah.
D.
Hey, you know what? That reminds me of Seinfeld, though.
Shout out,
Yeah.
Joe.
That reminds me of Seinfeld, though, because the one woman's name was Dolores, but he forgot, and then they said that it rhymes with like a sex part.
I've never watched.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then because Dolores clitoris, so he
Oh,
was
okay.
so, and then Seinfeld ends up saying at the end, she's like, "What's my name?" And he's like, "Mulva." Oh, like, dumbass.
That's funny.
Wow.
So going back to it, and then I think at that point we come up to after that we come up to the T-Rex scene, right?
No, we need to cover the whole bird scene. We didn't.
Well, the bird scene does happen before the
The
okay.
T-Rex, yeah.
Yeah, because they propelled down.
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
so
right.
We need to cover them going into the temple.
Can't consider it a bird though.
And
Well, I mean,
Well, they said they needed to recover samples
egg.
from
aquatic,
land, and air.
yeah.
Avian or
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they
so-
did. They did.
Avatar.
We'll just call it a bird.
Yeah,
Black
they
bear
did,
bender.
they did the whole
The dino
Avatar
bird.
scenario, and then they did the dinosaurs making out thing with the
Yeah.
tails.
Yeah.
See, it's James Cameron and Spielberg hanging out.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So then they climb up this mountain. Remind you that we're talking like 500 and some odd feet in the air within like 30 seconds. Oh, just so you guys know, they have basically 48 hours to do
Yeah.
everything.
yeah,
Well,
And-
no, was
All
it?
three
No,
samples.
he said, yeah, maybe 48 hours, right? 48?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2
Okay.
days.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had a little less than 2 days because the plan B of getting out was the helicopters coming because their boat got damaged.
Oh,
Yeah, so then that
right.
was their main plan at that point because no boat.
And we're there's a lot of boat stuff in this movie that
Yeah.
just does not make any sense. So we're going to continue though. So they climb up this 500-foot mountain, they propel down, and then they get into a nest, which they didn't realize was a nest at the time, but worked out perfect.
No, they knew it was.
No, I don't think they thought that was the nest.
No, he said I seen it earlier and
Oh,
fly
okay.
into a crevice in the side of the wall. He's like, this is where it's at.
Yeah, but right in the
Oh.
crevasse.
Yeah,
Right.
in the crevasses.
Oh yeah. Actually, you are right. I do recall that now.
Yep.
So the engine or the maintenance guy goes down first to help secure the ropes so that they can go down. Then Scarlett Johansson and this
Doctor? No,
doc- this-
professor.
professor,
What is he?
scientist, doctor, whatever he is.
I think they call him Doc, right? Doctor,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he-
something like that.
whatever. Anyway.
anyways,
Nerd.
He studied underneath the
Alan Grant.
yeah, so the original guy.
So he could be a doctor,
Yeah. Okay.
you know,
Or just a bullshit artist, we don't know.
right. Terrible actor, in my opinion.
Either that or he just spent so much time in that zoo he recited that video to her over and over.
Right. And
Say
so
zoo? Museum.
right. And so they rappel down. They're starting to get their sample. The mama comes back. Maybe the dad, who knows. Somehow misses the maintenance guy outside the wall.
I think he was
Art.
Kyra.
He was eyesight. It was just nailing the shit.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, he was making loud noises.
He was making the noise, and then
I was
the
ready
thing
for a
made the-
beat.
right. And then the dinosaur made a noise back, came through, flew, went in while they're extracting the DNA from the egg, which is also a commercial. So this is not a spoiler about them getting the DNA from the egg.
It was in the trailer.
Overpriced eggs.
Right.
Yep.
So they get that. The mama or daddy comes in. While that is happening, they discover a fucking stairway at top of the gosh dang mountain that leads to where they rappelled down to. We're gonna get to
Would it
that.
be propelled? down?
Propelled.
Actually,
Yeah.
Dolores.
Dolores showed them.
Yes.
No,
No.
Dolores
Little
isn't with
green.
them.
It was
was
a
it?
little
It
green
was a
flying.
little
Oh, the little green
thing.
flying thing.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
let me say this though: is okay. So you have like I don't know if everyone was spec ops on there, but you would think they would have found that, or at least a ScarJo character.
Yeah, you would have thought that they would have found that just walking
Zora? Was
because
that her
of
name?
their little where they
Yeah,
had
they
it
kept
at.
calling her that.
Where they had it, their like rope tied up to was literally within 10 feet of the stairway.
Yeah.
So that didn't make any sense. So they go down,
They didn't look hard.
right? The maintenance dude saves Scarlett Johansson and the doctor guy, which also blows my mind that they didn't have regular bullets, for like the small dinosaurs. Why not?
What I thought was funny,
Right.
like by the time they got done pulling him up, the bird was already had him in his mouth. And they were just like,
yeah.
what's
Right.
And then they run down the stairs. So then they run down the stairs. The doc and so the two that were getting the egg DNA now are starting to go out to go back up because the rope was getting pulled up already to save the maintenance guy. So they were getting pushed out. Oh gosh, there's so much. I guess I probably don't have to break it down like this.
You don't.
I mean, I enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
So
It makes me remember what happened.
right.
Yeah. I'm like, I got the visual in my head.
it's
though.
like I'm watching
great.
a movie again.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Right.
Scarlett Johansson's character saves the doc because he gets pulled down. The DNA goes on a ledge. Yada yada yada. Come to find out, the dude triggered the thing, so it parachute out and fell down. He falls down because his rope snaps. Somehow, fucking lands in the trees like bang, boom, bop, beep, bop,
Soften the blow.
and then lands in the water.
That's like the tiniest puddle of water.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Scarlett Johansson, the other two guys at the top that were helping the rope them
We
go
really
down
should
the
learn
rope.
the names.
Yeah, we should have.
Like, who is the guy who like hired everyone?
The evil man.
Oh man, yeah, who's that guy?
I don't remember. The acting was so, like, that's the thing, is like the acting was so bad I don't even remember their names.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just remember I was there. I enjoyed it in the sense of it's a Jurassic Park movie, and I'm a big fan of the franchise. But anyways, they all somehow walk down these other steps that lead down to the flipping ground.
I thought they were rappelling down.
No,
No,
they
no,
literally
there was
they took the stairs to the part of the temple where they were at, where the bird nest was.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then the guy fell. Those two came down, and then they took the stairs the rest of the way down.
Yeah.
Oh.
They just literally walked out of the temple doors, and they're like, "What's up, guys? What's
Yeah.
going on?" Like, "Oh, you
Like-
fell?"
And
Yeah.
then magically the DNA falls right next to them.
Yeah,
Like,
I told Kevin, I was like, "Watch!" I was like, "It's gonna parachute and land right next to him," and then I was like, "Right on cue."
and then from there,
Oh wait, hold on. I want to say one thing about the temple though. So the temple, right? That so there had to have been some indigenous people living on the island at some point, right?
yeah,
Because that temple, it's not like when we're saying temple, we mean like an ancient.
think of Avatar:
People
The Last
built it.
Airbender air temple that's underneath the.
So it was ancient, way
yeah.
before InGen got there. So
Right.
it was already there. But some of the architecture with it looked like they're almost like dinosaur heads on the thing,
maybe.
which was kind of weird because because an island like that, they would be an isolated tribe.
Well,
so
hold up. Sorry, not to cut you off, but those dinosaurs were also going to be viewed. So maybe they were building structures so that people could walk down and then see the dinosaurs flying.
Oh,
and
so you
stuff like
mean
that.
just for more like an amusement park, basically amusement park.
Yeah,
Okay, so,
so-
if that's the case, that makes sense then. Okay.
But at the same point of you saying that, there could also be the indigenous people there that died
Or got killed by InGen, forcibly
right.
removed.
So from there, now we're to Snorlax T-Rex. So we go back to the family. Somehow this family with no knowledge of surviving, no knowledge of dinosaurs really. Well, maybe they do because the
I
dinosaurs
mean,
are
she
on
knew about the
the
mosasaurus.
right.
That's it. She only knew that she needed to avoid the water because of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So they find a river, and then the oldest daughter goes across because the boyfriend has to help the dad walk because now he has a broken leg again.
Yep.
this literally goes on back and forth, and then the daughter goes in when she gets across the water to where this looks like it would have been like a shed or
She
like
shed.
a garage or something, because
Like a
Yeah.
it had a legit
Boat dock.
boat in it, and then they had a inflatable raft.
Yeah.
So she gets across the water, slowly walks up because she doesn't know what's around. There's a bad smell. There's a dead dinosaur there. There's other little dinosaurs that come up. They get scared. They run away. She's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go into this shed." Goes into the
no,
shed.
she sees him first.
Well, yeah, the Dilophosaur.
the
the
she didn't
Dilophosaur-
see the
She
T-Rex.
sees the T-Rex before she grabs the boat.
Yeah,
Hold on.
because
Yeah, that's right.
remember the
Okay.
Dilophosaur thing jumps out and then puts its things out like it's gonna attack, and then
And then
the T-Rex kind of makes a noise
Yeah.
and then runs away. Then she turns around and is like, "Oh,
And then he does the rollover like Snorlax right there. That's right.
He performs a
Yay.
casual, like, the little thing
Like
does
cat.
the, like you said, and then you hear just a, because
Yeah.
he was sleeping, so it was him breathing. Then it runs off. Then he casual ass rolls over, and like still like in a nap,
Right.
and then it's like,
And then he goes into
So
the
frustrated.
the shed garage thing, whatever you want to call it. And then all the bats or little flying dinosaurs.
They were bats. I think they were bats. That's
Yeah,
how they sounded. Yeah.
Right. Scurried out, which you would have thought would have woke the T-Rex up, right?
Mhm.
Nope, it doesn't. So then this girl is dragging this heavy raft. I mean, she can't even pick it up and dragging it.
Yeah, making a lot of noise.
No,
the dragging was making a shit.
Yeah.
ton of noise.
She was pulling, it was going.
Right. And then, because she's a genius, she opens this raft
Well,
up.
she'd have to.
Mm,
It would have sank otherwise. It says it right on the box.
It says to open
well,
on
how-
land.
Open it before putting it in the water, otherwise it'll sink.
How deep was the
Oh.
water though? Was she able to walk or did she have to
She,
swim?
she swam across part of it.
Yeah,
I don't think she swam
She
across
did.
any of it.
She swam.
She
across
walked
across
and
it.
it kept getting deeper, and then she was like up to here. And
I thought she
was-
walked the whole
No.
length.
She swam.
I need to
across.
see this movie again
But yeah.
when it comes
But
out.
at the same time, it could have been better organized
Right.
Right.
So either or way,
because it's an emergency raft. So you're thinking at some point it probably would have ended up in the water anyway. So it probably has a flotation device like somewhat
well,
attached
you could
to it.
swim down to
So-
it and rip it open.
That's what I mean. She could have threw it in the water and then swam it across, or had somebody else come help her.
Right.
But-
Right.
So from there, she proceeds to open it, wakes the T-Rex up.
Because it's loud as fuck.
Right. Boom. You have the raft, and then it falls. T-Rex gone. That motherfucker walked at least a half a mile down the river to
The
drink.
opposite way.
Right, the opposite way. If something startled your ass up, wouldn't you
I'm
investigate that
thirsty. Hold on a
first?
Right.
second.
Well,
Well,
and
why
too-
didn't it drink right in front of her?
But then again, there was no noises from its footsteps.
That's
Right.
right.
You were
Then
saying.
again, you did not see this tall ass dinosaur rise up over this 3-foot tall raft.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's true too. Well, that could also be a camera angle that they.
The camera angle still is not going to be big enough to cover that.
Yeah.
Unless he was already that far in the background to cover him.
Right. No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right, because it was within like maybe 15 feet of the
Ah,
T-Rex.
so frustrating.
So now we're in the raft scene. They know where the T-Rex is. They all decide to get into this raft and
That's
start.
bright yellow, by the way.
That's bright yellow. And then they just start paddling like they're going to outrun this T-Rex. Apparently they do, because the T-Rex doesn't get them.
The water isn't even that deep, though. So
Right.
they're paddling in water that's not that deep, and the fucking T-Rex is literally like semi-jogging, like in
Mhm.
ankle-deep water.
Yeah. And then eventually it gets into the deep water where it starts swimming, and it does the iconic scene that wasn't in the first movie.
Yeah, it was in a novel.
Yep, in the novel. So they give that. The T-Rex kind of pushes them. Now, I understand that the T-Rex probably couldn't eat them while it's in the water because it doesn't have long arms to grab and whatnot. So then it gets out of the water and starts trying to eat them while they're going through. Now, with that being said, eventually all of them get knocked out of the boat. The T-Rex, as you saw in the trailer, goes to bite the dad, doesn't catch the dad. Nope, dad makes it out. The next two make it out. Daughter is in the raft yelling, "Dad, Dad," while there's a T-Rex there.
Dumbass.
Right. And then the T-Rex bites this damn raft while she's still in the water, does nothing to the raft. All right. Nothing whatsoever.
You could even see the teeth.
You see the teeth.
It's like trying to like punch your way out of a plastic bag scenario. Like, how did you not puncture at that at all
Yeah.
with all those teeth?
Right. And especially on the side. But we're going to get to even more craziness
Yes.
because this whole shit becomes a
Or even when he had it in his mouth completely and did the bite, it never deflated.
You're right. That was the next
It just
part.
bent.
So after he pushes his mouth in to get this girl underneath the raft, he can't. So then he picks it up and chews on it, and it doesn't burst. The
And she just comes swimming out.
Right. She comes swimming out. Everyone thinks she's dead. You would have thought she was dead with the way that because in this movie, they do not show anyone die, really.
Just reappear later.
Right. So she comes back now the T-Rex chases her. She gets through these 2 little rocks, and the T-Rex gets stuck, and then is angry that it can't get to her.
It just
Turns
walks
around
off.
and-
Yeah, it just gives
Right.
up.
But if the T-Rex
Sounds
would have went
away.
left or right, it could have walked around these 2 rocks and got to it.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
Fucking gave up. It's like, all right,
it's
fine,
like,
fuck it.
meh.
He put in miles of effort, swam, and did a whole bunch of other shit just to be like, you know, I don't need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% understand that it's probably comic relief and whatnot, but the movie isn't scary because they didn't make it. They didn't.
They did
need-
make it suspenseful at some points, but
Well,
you kind of
right.
knew what was going to happen.
right. And I jump at anything. It
Yeah.
could be a cartoon, and it could just have a little jump scare.
I was sitting there shot calling the whole thing with Kevin. I was like,
Yeah.
watch, this is gonna happen.
And I would be like to him, I'm like, here comes a jump scare. It's a jump scene. And I'm gonna jump. But so then this raft fucking comes propelling out of the water, right?
Underneath the rocks, from underneath the
yes,
rocks.
Underneath the rocks.
From underneath the rocks, somehow, no teeth mark, inflated, and
They had
Wait,
they have the fucking paddles.
wait.
Yeah.
That did not happen until later. So
Oh, that's
they
right.
just show the raft, and then they celebrate and get in, and then they do a whole nother scene. Remember?
Oh yeah, and then
And-
they
They have
eventually
the
get to the
paddles.
scene with
Yeah.
the paddles.
And then they cut back to the next, like the few scenes, and then they're paddling. I was like, so how the fuck did they get a fully loaded raft?
right.
Those
So-
paddles were gone miles into the chase.
Yeah. This movie, man, was a roller coaster of angriness, sadness, and
Frustration.
joyful frustration because you wanted a good movie.
Yeah.
So now that we got that, we now end up towards the end of the movie, right? I'm not missing.
Let me think.
Nah,
After
they-
the raft, right?
They end up on the island.
They get to the town.
The
Everyone
village,
meets
yeah.
at the village now
Yeah.
at this point. So we're at this village.
and the generators kick on.
The generator kick on. They're all yelling for the names of each. Or the Scarlett Johansson's crew is yelling for the family because they're like, oh, maybe they know to go to the village.
Telepath
Yep.
too. Yeah.
And what started that though is because ScarJo found I saw footprints, but she had
Yeah.
a funny line on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
She had a
the
funny
Nikes.
line because the one guy's like, "Oh, it could have been like anything," and she's like, "What? Wearing sneakers?"
Wearing
Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah,
Nike,
Nice.
exactly.
There's
That could have been a
another
dinosaur.
brand deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
So-
shit.
So we have that. So then they start looking for the family. The generator kicks on. Everyone is found. And then with that being said, these mutated velociraptor birds, whatever you want to call them, come in. So everyone scatters. Split up. Isn't that the worst thing to do? But also
Right.
probably the smartest thing to do in this
Kinda confuse
situation.
it, I
yeah.
guess.
So that
Some can survive, some can't.
right.
Yeah.
So to give you guys, there's a grocery store. So now we get the classic scene with the velociraptor in Jurassic Park 1, where the girl is trying to close the thing and the raptor runs up, but this time the girl goes into a freezer and somehow it knows it's in the freezer, which is fine. Whatever.
Smell.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
true.
Smells her.
Yeah, because they got confused by its reflection like a dog.
Yeah.
But
It's like-
even at that though, I don't know.
But he still
I
hit his head on it, and
no, I don't think he bumped it. It just confused
I
him.
thought he did.
But I would still think it would attack.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But like, I like that they brought those type of scenes in, but at the same time, I kind of wish they would have done their own like real, like more of a twist to it than what it
The
was.
fact that she literally like dropped the jacket and opened the door like 1 second after it walked off. Like, why
Right.
would you not wait? Like,
Right. And
Well,
then,
and sorry, one more thing. But and then like all the food in like the grocery store though. Now I know dinosaurs are gonna primarily be like meat eaters or plant eaters, but still, I would think that some of that food would have got ate
Right.
because a lot of it
looks like
wasn't.
it wasn't
like
touched.
it never got touched.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, maybe the doors were locked. No, they weren't locked.
No.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So you think something would have got in there, and
maybe
Yeah.
they didn't have meat products in there. Like chips, candy, stuff like that. I don't know, but I'm with you on that. Why didn't that happen? And then they go into a sewer or the sewage, our
Well, hold
drain
up.
system.
Yeah.
Sorry.
let's talk about how the flying one went through the roof after they locked the doors because it chewed through the roof.
Oh yeah, chewed through the roof and came in. That's how it got into the grocery store with the family.
And then you're forgetting when ScarJo and the other guy.
Nope, we're not there yet because we're talking scene by scene, real quick.
Okay.
So
but we got to remember
going to that
when the guy
next.
got the heater earlier in the movie.
Oh, the gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Basically, at one point, the evil medical corporate guy gets a gun. Just leave it at that.
Right, but so for me, like that wasn't something that didn't make sense. There was a helicopter, people with dog tags. It was a no-fly zone. You know how many people will still go do things like that. So, like to me, we're talking about like the ridiculousness
I think it was like an old, probably like a warplane or something.
It was a helicopter because me and Jake got into an argument because I thought it was from Jurassic Park 3 and it wasn't, because then he was like, remember the plane gets pulled down and he kicks it. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, because I was thinking it was the dude from that. But it was fresh because it did have blood dripping, which made the guy look up, and then he found the gun from there. But it could have been a military plane, just like patrolling, making sure no one comes and crashed or something.
Right, but the only time I'm mentioning the gun is because it was going to a ridiculous thing later.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying? What we talked
like
about?
2 seconds.
Yeah.
So that was a family scene. They escaped in the sewage, the
sewers,
drainage tunnels. And when they all escaped and the raptor turned the corner, it knew exactly where they went. Now, I understand scent and stuff like that, but it like knew that it can get in there, but it had to find a different way to get in, you know?
Yeah.
It like, oh, I know this drainage system. I just need to find the way to get into this drainage system.
We just kind of...
Because I thought it was weird that it was intelligent enough to know that it could do that and lift up the grate. You know,
it didn't just pop a grate up and just kind of fold its wings in and went.
Right. And then now we get to Mr. Evil Guy and Scarlett Johansson. She runs underneath the car with the guy because there's another raptor bird outside. And then that starts trying to get them. This dude, point blank range, guys, missed every freaking shot. 12 of them, if not more. There's still more ammo in the gun. Exactly. I understand it's Hollywood, but
infinite ammo cheat.
Right. I wish I had that in real life. So they miss everything. Dude finds the keys to the car that they were on top, gets in it, drives off, making a whole bunch of noise like progesterone in front of you, progesterone in front of you. When it's a dinosaur, it's not a person. Come on, know the difference. I'm just kidding.
Tesla.
Yeah.
He hits that. Scarlett Johansson realizes she can go into our drainage system too, right?
She sees a dinosaur go down there, and she knew that they were down there.
Yeah, she pulled that P. Diddy slide into the sewer thing.
Yes, that's right. Gets the gun. That's right. She also picks up the gun because the guy leaves it. And she asked for the gun so that she could hit the target. Anyways, we'll go on from there. Does she run into the one dude, the two guys? Like the doc and the captain of the boat?
No. She ends up running into the whole crew later on.
Okay.
Yeah. She meets who was down in the tunnels, and then she...
Oh, yeah, that's right. She slid on...
She was separate from the family, but then also separate from the...
Right. The guys meet up with the family first. And then the one daughter's like, where's that guy? He tried to kill me. Yeah. Anyways, so they all meet up eventually. Scarlett Johansson, being the badass she is, kills a dinosaur with a handgun, and then it runs out of ammo. And that's what's up.
And I want to say about that too is I do believe that was the first time ever in any Jurassic Park movie where bullets actually killed a dinosaur.
And it wasn't a small dinosaur either.
Yeah, you're probably right. No.
It's a bird, and she pumped its head full of lead.
In Jurassic World, we learn Jurassic World. Yep, the first one. Chris Pratt's character, he kills Triceratops, a couple of them, with a what type of rifle was that? But anyways, it became a rifle that can kill dinosaurs.
Okay, I get you.
So it did happen in Jurassic World. It's like one of the ones that you get in Red Dead Redemption 2 rifles. Come on, repeater.
Like the elephant rifle.
30-30.
It might be a 30.
Yeah, it's one of them. But yeah.
So, anyways,
Oh,
so
fucking
that was the second time. I think. I don't think there's any other time that I can recall a dinosaur dying, unless it could have been the second Jurassic World 2. And here's the thing.
Well, maybe the very first movie, because remember when he was like, shoot her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't think you get to see that.
Right. But it's implied.
But so now going back into the Jurassic World real quick, they were more dark than what Rebirth was. You know what I'm saying? More dinosaurs attack, more vicious, things like that you see. Anyways, now we're going back to this. And the reason why I say that is because this movie has so much comic relief to it not being necessary, in my opinion.
Yes. Yep.
So now, do we finally meet the D-Rex, right?
Well, technically, we
Or
saw it at
second,
the start of
sorry.
the movie.
But now you get to
No,
speaking about
no,
that,
no. They gotta open the gate
Yeah, but don't
to
they?
get to the boat, right? And they don't think to put the little girl through it first, and they try to shove in like the big bodies through.
No, because it walked past the screen a little bit in one of the scenes. I think
Well,
this
since
was
the bird was
after-
still behind them when they were running from it.
Because
But no, the guys in like the research spot, when they were about to walk out, they saw it walk past, like the researcher did. He saw it just walk past. It wasn't like a full.
the flare happened. It was when he does the flare because the D-Rex grabs the helicopter. Remember?
But there was
yeah,
a scene where it slightly showed it for a couple of seconds walking by.
That was the flare.
No,
scene.
it was before
Yes.
it. It was before it. Trust me, it was before it, because you had the boat captain and the guy. Remember they went to the research part, and then they were all like looking at all the stuff. And then it walked past the doorway. You didn't show it fully, but walked past the
you
doorway.
saw the legs of it. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Now that I'm thinking about that, you're right.
Now, speaking on that, though, do you think when it showed the D-Rex at the start of the movie, did it show it too soon?
Well, I
It
mean,
didn't really show.
Yeah, it didn't show
Like
so-
I couldn't see. I don't remember seeing.
it's what the
its
trailer
head and
is.
stuff.
You see, you literally in the
See it in the
beginning,
trailer,
you
yeah.
see it in the trailer. So,
Mhm.
like, I think that's another thing. I think they gave too much away in the trailers. Like, they overhyped this movie with the trailers.
They did, yeah.
So, gosh, you're throwing me off. Anyways,
My bad,
so the flare, when he does the flare, he hears something and he goes, oh, then he runs. And then we see the helicopter get grabbed because it's like, oh,
It
there's
was
something.
coming for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the D-Rex grabs the helicopter, bites the helicopter in half, throws it, that blows up. But the boat
It's
doesn't
just
blow
ruthless,
up when it hits the land and rocks and stuff like that. So
It's just ruthless, bro. He just goes
everything it ate, it like took it
biggest explosion.
right, or just took like a half a bite and then threw the rest. So
He's in it for the kills.
Snap into a Slim Jim. That was a Slim Jim opportunity. They missed it.
yeah. So now going back to that,
If the D-Rex was sponsored by Slim Jims.
maybe.
Yep. I think so.
Well, I mean, in Jurassic World, dinosaurs were sponsored by.
He had a Macho Man, Randy Savage, glasses, and headset.
That'd be funny. So moving on and going forward, now we get to where they're locked into the thing, and no one. John made a good point. No one decided to let the little girl go through these grates. All the adults were trying while they were about to get killed by this raptor bird that's trying to get to them. Then the little girl realizes, oh, I can do it. And then she goes out, and then the D-Rex comes, and you see it. And then Mr. Evil Man. Oh, I got to rewind just a little bit. At one point, he does pull the gun out on the whole crew, locks this briefcase to his arm. And the reason why this is important, because John predicted this the moment he put the handcuffs on.
Spoiler.
He said, we're going to see that arm fall right in front of someone. So now that puts us back to where we are. The little girl goes out. She's giving it all of her might to open up the gate. She opens up the gate. And then as she's opening up the gate, the D-Rex walks up to behind her. Again, quiet as fuck when this thing should have been loud as hell.
She did see it though.
She did see it. Everybody saw it. Everyone was like, ooh.
She had to open the gate with a lever. She
Yes.
wasn't pulling the gate up.
Right.
Well, yes. I was making like the lever.
It
Yeah.
looked like you
But-
were lifting.
Yeah.
Lifting a gate.
Yeah, I get you. But that's how she lifted, like pushed the lever over. She was
Yeah.
like,
She was short.
I know, I get it. Short people syndrome.
Sorry.
And
Yeah. ooh.
so now the guy that stole the car somehow magically comes back around to where they are. Pedestrian in front of you.
They all end up at the same fucking place. He
Yeah.
drove all the way around the
For no reason.
island. They took the tunnel.
Yeah.
And just ended up at the same place at the same time.
So I think this is a commercial too. You see the D-Rex punch a car, boom, grabs the guy.
Chevy.
Yeah, no, I think it was a Hummer.
Oh,
It looked
fuck.
like it at least. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter.
Mm.
Eats the guy, bites him in half. Arm magically falls in front of Scarlett Johansson's character or somebody. They grab it. They run.
Knows the guy. The captain? Wasn't it?
Somebody got it.
I thought it was
does-
Scarlet. I thought
it
it was
does-
ScarJo.
It's
Yeah.
it's
I
minor.
don't know.
It's minor.
Just
Uh,
pull the arm
But the
out
fact
of
that I
handcuff.
was like, the moment he threw those cuffs on, I was like, that guy's getting eaten by a dinosaur. And the only thing that will be left of him is that arm.
Right.
And
Yep.
So now
Mhm,
we're gonna
mhm,
get into a lot more ridiculous stuff again, because it gets ridiculous here in like a few seconds. So somehow all these people start running to the docks to lower a boat. Homeboy has a flare. The captain has a flare. Okay, to draw the D-Rex away from them. This guy is moving no more than probably 5 miles per hour. Run, save your guys' self. I'm gonna be the hero. Rah
I
rah
don't even
rah.
think he tried to run. He was
was
walking.
walking away and
He was
swam.
casually walking.
Right,
Yeah.
and the D-Rex was just casually walking with
Yeah.
it, not going
Like,
fast.
ooh,
Right,
pretty.
maybe he was captivated by that. So
Well, they said it was drawn in by
light,
right?
right?
Infrared
Yeah.
light
Well,
or whatever. Or light.
No, I'll keep talking. There's another part about that I think that the D-Rex would have discontinued his pursuit of that guy. But let me hear what else you have to say about that before.
Yeah. So you get the sense that the dude dies, right?
Okay, so you're on that one. I'm going to backtrack. So remember how the guy also dives underwater with the flare?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
As
goes
he's
underwater
going.
with it.
Now, do you guys think that the D-Rex would have not have continued to chase him? Or do you think because when he's
Still
underwater,
seen the light.
you still see like a little bit, but it's not as like pronounced, like hardcore bright?
Right.
I mean, do you think that he still
I
would have?
feel like he still would have wanted
Yeah.
Wait,
to
I thought
get it.
Well, he went underwater for like a minute with the flare because he had
He
to.
popped back
But
up.
it didn't go out. It was
Yeah.
still
right, because
lit.
they're most flares are able to be lit in water because they're
Makes
designed to
sense.
be like you throw the flare, you shoot the flare, and then it'll float in water. And the sense of it is that helicopters will spot that and then start going into a.
Mhm.
So but did he dive in the water
No, he jumped in at first, and then he
Okay.
like he moved a little bit,
and then got back on land, right?
Yeah, he swam under, and then got. I don't think he actually made it back onto land because the D-Rex got him in the water.
Oh yeah, no. Well,
there was
he
like
didn't
jungle
get
around
him.
him.
Yeah, he made it to like a tree, like
Yeah.
still in the water though, kind of
Yeah.
deal.
So the flare then goes out, right? And you go, oh, he's dead. Moving on. Scarlett Johansson's character, I'm pretty
Wait,
sure.
hold on. You didn't add that he was literally face to face with the D-Rex when the flare went out.
Well, we don't see that part.
Yeah, he does. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the flare, and it creeps down on him. You see him, and then the flare fades out.
Yeah, because it goes back to the
Oh.
boat. It goes back
Well,
to
they're
the
at
boat.
the boat.
Boat.
Yeah.
That's
looking
that's
into
what
the
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
and
of,
that's
is
when
that-
they
okay.
think that's when they make you think he's dead.
Yes.
Yeah, they're escaping on the boat.
Yes,
at that
you're
point,
right.
And they look back, and the light goes out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that's when what John was saying, you're gonna call someone's name like 40 times.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they do that. They try to get the boat.
Daryl.
The D-Rex appears again real quick, even though it just walked slowly throughout this whole damn movie.
He's like the Mike Myers of dinosaurs.
Right.
And then they get on the boat. They see a flare. It's the captain because he didn't die. Obviously, the D-Rex didn't get him. I don't know if the D-Rex can swim because it seemed like when it was in the deep water, when they got going in deep water,
They didn't follow.
right. So now that is the end of the movie.
No, I got something
Oh.
I want to say about it. But I was saying about with the boat that they had. Remember what I was saying?
I don't.
Okay, so now, as far as we know, right, the Spinosauruses and the Mosasaur are still around, right? And
Yeah.
it seems that it's pretty easy for them to track somebody. So you're going to have a little tiny ass fucking boat, going to be trying to actually get to safety. And then you're just going to completely not be thinking about a Mosasaur and a Spinosaurus fucking hunting you, running your ass down when you're on that little tiny boat.
Well, I don't know, because you got to remember, if the boat goes a certain speed, if it's going faster than what the animals were able to swim. Now, the Mosasaur definitely could have got it.
Yeah.
But the Spinosauruses couldn't swim.
Right,
as
but
fast.
with the Mosasaur specifically, because the whole original scene when they crashed onto the beach, I mean, I don't know if they said the Mosasaur like died or beached itself and died or whatever, but as far as I'm concerned, right, so it's all like, you're just going to completely forget about the Mosasaur being out there?
Well, right,
So
but you got to understand that it goes around the whole island. They're at a whole different part of the island right now. So, yes, the Mosasaur could get them still, but they're all happy and stuff that they
Right.
survived the island.
And the only reason I'm saying that is just because of the sailboat at the beginning, how it just got randomly found. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. No, is it's just like they should have like at least a line saying, "Hey, we still got to watch out for the Mosasaur just in case."
Right.
And then I wouldn't have been complaining so much.
Yeah, they were so relaxed. Like,
yeah,
we finally made it.
in my mind, I would be thinking all like, "Oh shit, what if this thing finds us randomly?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, you say that now, but you just came in. You just survived a mutant dinosaur that you've never seen in your life. I don't think at that point you're going to be thinking about the Mosasaur. You're going to be thinking about that you're happy.
Well, I would, and I'll tell you why. It's because I am afraid of sharks. So automatically, every time I'm in any ocean shit, I'm all like sharks in my mind, and then it would automatically make me think of Mosasaur.
Maybe,
Just
but
because I'm
they
that
made
kind of
it
person.
happy with the dolphins.
right, dolphins. If you see the dolphins, then obviously the Mosasaur is not around.
Wouldn't it be crazy
Right.
if a
So, like,
Mosasaur
that's how
would have
you can
ate all
also-
the dolphins?
Well, this probably does.
That's what I mean. Like at the end, that's what would have happened. It would have popped back up, ate that entire like pack of dolphins or whatever the fuck.
What if, and then cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Fucking
right.
cliffhanger.
That would have been cool, but they didn't do it. But I don't know, man. I feel like when you,
They all went home, got warm blankets, and had cocoa.
Yep. Yeah.
yeah, and
and they wanted to share the shit with the world.
oh yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
the whole point of
The
it
DNA.
was that they wanted to help with heart problem, help save people from heart disease, and that's why they needed the 3 from the largest dinosaurs that ever lived. So, but I don't know. In my opinion, with the boat, you got to also remember too. You remember the sailboat when they saw it? They're like, "Why did it attack that? It's not a threat." So maybe because it doesn't have a sail, they don't think that they're in any particular.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's
True.
dangerous.
True.
It's less noticeable, I guess.
Right.
Even though it's probably, was it yellow too? Or orange or something?
It was
I think it was
black and yellow, I think.
Black and yellow.
Oh, okay.
Black
then
and yellow,
they-
black and
yeah.
yellow.
And then they miss another funny opportunity,
What?
I think.
Do tell.
No, maybe it's not worth it. Nah, forget it. I'll tell you guys later. It's really not worth it.
Just
Nah,
tell it now,
fuck it,
bro.
say it now.
I don't know.
We're all here.
I went
Pressure's on.
space brained for a second. I hate when that happens.
So
It happens
literally,
a lot.
that whole movie, only one dinosaur died. The bird that got his brains.
Well, no, I think
By
some of those
their
Spinosauruses actually
what I
got
mean.
hit by the poison darts.
What did?
The Spinosauruses, their fins. So depending on if their fins have blood supplies to it.
Oh, with the
But
paralysis.
technically,
stuff?
we only seen one go down the entire movie.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about in my head. I was like, they're literally only capped one dinosaur.
Yeah,
the
and-
entire movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Not thinking about. You would have thought the fucking T-Rex would have fought the D-Rex.
Yeah.
I thought that's how I thought it was gonna end. I thought.
Oh, he was fine just chilling on the riverbank doing his
Right.
thing.
I know, but dude, come on. You have in Jurassic Park 3, the T-Rex fights what?
Well,
the Spinosaurus.
maybe this is the rebirth. Okay, so the D-Rex and the T-Rex are still out here in these islands. So eventually, somebody's got to come back and resolve this whole fucking
Right.
thing.
Yeah. Hopefully
And
they
two-
make another movie and they do it right, and no one's going in for stuff. They're going in purely for.
Yes,
Oh.
dinosaurs are secret agents, and they're low key killing people in the United States.
I like it.
There
I
you
like
go.
it. But I would like to see. I would have liked to have seen at least like a battle royale situation with all the Spinos, the T-Rex, and the D-Rex. Like,
And they should have put it next to the water so the mesosaur could have kicked it with the Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
Because as we know, the T-Rex can swim.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Clearly.
Yeah. Well, that's always been a big debate with archaeologists and stuff like that.
Well, no, we googled it.
Paleontology.
We googled it. It
Paleontology.
says they can.
Well, right. But before this movie,
You don't need tiny arms to swim. You need powerful legs and a big tail.
well, yeah, you don't really need your arms to swim when you're in the pool. You just really have to kick your legs to
Froggy
keep you
style,
afloat.
bro.
You're like when you
That's
float
what
on
I
your
say.
back, you just kind of lay back
no,
and you
you
just
just-
kick your legs.
You just tuck
Yeah.
them in and then you do the frog. You just
There
kick
you
your
go.
legs in and out.
Yeah.
Now, how funny would it have been though, is if when they're on the boat, you have like ScarJo being all like, "Okay, now we got the case, right?" And it's like somewhere still on the island. Just what if?
Maybe it is
That'd be
because
shitty.
you don't
I
see
don't.
it at the end. I don't remember.
do.
You
I
do?
think it
You
does
do.
show it in the boat.
Okay.
But that would just be so fucked
That
up.
would have been see
Right.
that would have been the way.
hand was still attached to it.
Yeah, that would have been a way for them to like go into a second movie and then make it even more dark and violent a little bit. I want to see the D-Rex fight something.
Mm.
Because why
It's
are
gonna be
you
in a Royal
introducing a big new dinosaur and not having it? I mean, you have it in Jurassic World, Jurassic 3. You have it also with the Indominus Raptor that I forgot all about. That's in one of the it's either in the second or third Jurassic World. I think
Yep.
it's in the second one because that's why they go back to the third one because they go back to the island at the
The
end.
Indominus Rex.
No, Dominus Raptor.
Yep.
There's a
making shit up-
raptor,
just
too.
Making shit up here.
Oh, yeah.
You say I'm making shit up?
No, I said
Oh.
me.
Oh. I was like, I mean, it is a make-believe dinosaur. They all are. I mean, is it even real?
Is it even?
Is it
real?
even real?
I'm just saying that.
Caleb.
Like,
Caleb.
have dinosaurs?
Is it even real?
Is
Yeah.
it even real?
I don't know.
Is it?
All right.
But I mean, like, who's to say dinosaurs are even a real thing? You know, what if we were just taught that there's something?
Right.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
You
who
never
knows?
know.
You didn't write the history books and bury those bones.
Yeah.
Gonna keep all the
The only-
skeletons in the closet.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Never mind. I had a one-liner, but it's probably not podcast appropriate.
Just do it.
Just do
Oh,
it.
the only bone you bury is in your wife. So now.
Amen.
Jeez.
um,
So, is there talks of another movie?
you know, I did
Continuous?
not.
They can't end like that and not happen.
Yeah, like you can't introduce the D-Rex and not have something else for it
That's it.
because
Right.
my guess is that if they do a next movie, right, it's gonna be either the boat is coming up and then like a military boat or something picks them up.
Well,
off.
they literally, before all that shit happened, they had it on lockdown. When they left, they opened it all up.
Yeah,
So now it's free and it's out there and it's just roaming doing its thing. So there better be a follow up.
Well, that's
Well,
true.
and here's how they should do it, right? So, in the second Jurassic Park, they had that one guy, I believe his name was Roland.
Mm.
So, he was a guy that was leading the InGen expedition because they were wanting to catch dinosaurs and bring them to San Diego into the parks.
Oh, we're
So-
talking about like actually Jurassic Park 2 Lost World. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm talking I would want to see that character in like the next one, but because remember how he wanted to hunt the T-Rex? I would want to see him going on like a hunting expedition with some people and then they're just like battling like the dinosaurs on the island, just hunting and trying to get trophies.
Mm.
I think that would be a cool movie.
Yeah.
And then you can incorporate the D-Rex and then maybe they don't know that was existed and then he's like, oh shit, I want that one.
So
Well-
we do Hunger Games style, but the
Oh.
dinosaurs try to eat us.
Yeah, see, that's what I said.
Boom.
Like, why don't they make a dinosaur movie where they just like drop a whole bunch of prisoners in it and be like, hey, if you guys survive,
It said
you get freedom.
they bring
That's
back
wild.
they bring back all the big dinosaurs from all the movies and they do a Hunger Games style thing where you have to like 8 people have to survive like
Survive.
the 6 most fearsome fucking dinosaurs ever created by man.
Or
Right.
Literally
Hey.
dies on the first one.
a Aliens versus Predator versus Jurassic Park scenario. So imagine a D-Rex getting a face hugger on it and then an alien bursts out its chest, what the hell that would be? Fighting a bunch of predators.
Right.
Isn't there a new Predator coming out too?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
awful, and it's probably going to be just a disgrace to the whole franchise.
I was telling Kevin, I was like, did you see that movie they were plugging that doesn't come out until like March of next year?
Yeah.
So
What was it?
I don't remember the name
It
of
was
it.
with Ryan.
Was it the Odyssey?
No.
I've seen that preview a couple times.
Astronaut,
Yeah.
right?
He's
But
like,
yeah.
I'm not an astronaut.
Yeah, so I was like, either they
Project
plan on
something.
that movie making a lot of money and it being a thing to where they have to plug it now, or
Right.
it's going to be so much like we know it's going to fail, so we're like, we have to start plugging it now.
Right.
To get people's attention to it.
So I was like, how
Yeah,
often
that's
do they
wild.
plug a movie? That wasn't even like a good like trailer.
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of because you could tell they wanted it to be a serious movie, but then again, it's going to have too much bullshit comedy in there. It's going to ruin it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there. I'm taking it serious.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
But I just, the one thing I wish they did was like when the people were dying, you actually got to see it a little bit more, or like,
I think it would have been if it was rated R.
yeah. And I remember
the gore.
reading somewhere that it would have been the first rated R Jurassic Park
Top
movie.
of like what Darren
Really?
said, no Goldblum and no shit scene.
Right. Oh yeah, I did say that last night, didn't I? Yeah.
Huh.
There's no shit scene.
No shit, no Goldblum.
Yep.
I think there's only ever one shit scene.
No. Very first one, you had the Triceratops poop when they were wondering if the plant it was eating was shitty. Then in like the second one, you had like the shit scene or whatever when they were all like, okay, T-Rex shit. Then in the third one, you had shit again because you had like
The cell phone in it.
yeah.
Shit
Yeah.
counter.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Ding,
but I
ding.
don't think you. I do actually think you have shit in Jurassic World. I don't know about any more of those
Oh,
because you got to also put those movies in because you got to remember this is called Jurassic World, not Jurassic Park. So it's a continuous after world.
It's a
But,
soft
yeah.
reboot, is what they called it.
a soft reboot.
Mhm. Not a hard one.
Mm,
Well, if they would have done a hard one, they probably would have done it better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Because I mean,
it
if
probably
I'm
would've
trying
been
to go
R
in
then.
soft, it's not. I'm not performing well.
Gonzo nosing.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So it was a good. It like
It was entertaining.
when you
But-
start talking about it, and I had time to like calm down
Yeah,
from my
yeah.
frustration.
Yes,
I would say overall it was like
it was hilarious.
it was funny. It was
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
I
It
would
was-
say it's probably a solid 5.5 for me.
It was
out of 10.
stupid funny. It was like a 4.
That was a 4 for you, John.
Yeah.
What did you think, Darren? I'm just kidding. What did you think, babe?
No, but
No.
but-
We already asked
Yeah,
Kayla.
yeah.
Ask Kayla go first.
I mean, I don't really remember any of the other Jurassic Park movies, to be honest.
That's fine.
Or Jurassic World.
Actually, that's makes it perfect for you to
Yeah.
give us
I
like
mean, from like a not fangirl perspective.
On a scale
Yeah.
of from crap to not.
I mean, I'd watch it again, so,
Okay, so
I would say like a
semi-crap.
7.
okay.
Semi crap.
All right, Darren.
it's hard for me because honestly,
No, it's soft.
right. I didn't think it was a bad movie. Let me explain this before I give the rating. I didn't think it was a bad movie, like I said earlier, because I think I really just enjoyed being out there with you guys. You know what I mean? And my girlfriend, of course, but it was like, so I'd have to give it a 6.
okay.
But I really
damn.
think just being out there with you guys and just chilling
Well,
out just made it better for me, more
Better
enjoyable.
experience.
I had fun with that as well. And then on top of that,
Recliners, heated
the
seats.
scenarios that were happening around us, like the teenagers in the mad dash, the old man getting in the steps.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know, like
so can we got to explain one thing. So, well, we got to explain some stuff. So we were 5 deep. So it went Darren's girlfriend, Kayla, me, John. The reason why this is
Solo.
important because I did not see anything that was happening on the right side. So for people that
and that's the side I was on, so he didn't give a shit.
right, so people that haven't heard or watched any of our other, or listened to any of our other podcasts, I can only see out of one eye at a time. I can switch between my left and right, and I have good vision. because I've always switched between my eyes. But like when I'm watching a movie or like doing something where I don't have to constantly change my eyes to see, I'm left eye dominant. So anything in my right eye, because I had John right next to me.
You should Nick Fury it, but every time you switch eyes, you got to switch eye patch.
That's funny, right?
I think
You're like, hold on, wait.
So so because John was on my right side, I didn't have I had a safety net, so I didn't have to feel the to be aware of what's going on
You
around
felt
me.
safe with me.
Aw.
So like, because
Aw.
if something happened on the right side, I would know because of John would be like, "Yo, Kevin." So then I would go into that, But because that I didn't have to change eyes because I felt the comfort. Yes. If you were on my right side, if Kayla was on my right side, anyone was on my right side,
You weren't vulnerable, is what you're saying.
I'm not vulnerable,
Right.
so I don't.
He had
have
a first line of defense, so they would get me first before they got him.
right. So
yes.
so I don't need to use my right eye.
What, a dinosaur? What are we talking
Right.
about? Okay.
So that now you guys explain what was happening because I don't know.
I didn't really
because
notice either.
I couldn't
And
see
I can
it.
see out of both eyes at the same time.
And but the reason why that's important because they were like, last night they were like, you didn't notice any of that. That shit was going on throughout the whole movie.
Yes.
So I will turn it to Darren and I will turn it to John to give us the story.
So I'll talk about the old person if you want to talk about the other person on your guys' side. So
I gotta just go quick because it was just a bunch of teenagers that were running back and forth for snacks.
yeah, they just kept going. Like
But the guy was like sprinter start out of a seat.
he was going quick as fuck.
Yeah,
How many times did he get up?
like 2 to 3
Yeah, 2 to
times.
3
Like
times.
he was just mad dashing.
And then on my end, it was the weirdest shit. There's this old person, and he did this at least 3 to 4 times. He walked, and his seat was not in our row because we were more or less towards like the top row in the back.
I think we were the last row.
Yeah,
weren't
we were like
so
kind of
this
like
guy,
last row.
this old person, just walks all the way up, stops for a second, stands, then walks back down to his seat.
He walks to the top, rotates around, looks down, stands there looking down for like a solid 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and then just goes and starts walking back down the stairs and does this like 5 times.
Yeah, it does like 5 times.
See, that amazes me that you noticed it because that was on my left side and I didn't notice
Dude,
it.
all I do is watch people. So
I usually people watch too, but I was just I don't know. I felt like even though the movie frustrated me a lot, I was still just wanted to just be in the movie.
Yeah, I was so in the moment too, though. I was enjoying the movie. I was watching what the fuck's going on around me. I was like, dude, what is this?
That's so
Talking
funny.
shit with you the whole time,
right, dude. We were talking bad shit throughout the movie, predicting stupid little things.
Spoiler.
Right,
Spoiler.
We're spoiling it for ourselves, and I'd be like, man, this is about to be a jump scene, and it's still gonna get me, even though I know it's coming.
Hilarious.
But it was a lot of fun. It was good. Yeah. I think if I add us all being there, I would probably be a little bit higher to like a 7 as well, because like you add the friendship experience to it and the bonding of us and stuff like that. It makes
popcorn,
the popcorn,
Yeah.
slushies.
Yeah,
you add all that stuff, it makes it even better.
The arguing over popcorn, yeah.
Yeah,
that was
like I didn't even want any popcorn,
Fucking
but
hilarious.
it ended up in front of me.
But anyways,
That was fun.
the whole setup was good.
I didn't
Yeah, it was
know
a fun
that
experience.
you didn't want any.
Hey,
That's okay. You guys ate
I said
it.
the setup was good.
Oh yeah, it was like overall. I think it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep at that 5.5 though out of 10.
I'm not gonna lie, I did jack up the popcorn a little bit. I put I dumped that caramel one on there.
Did you?
But yeah, but it was like too much.
They used to have a pizza flavor, and we loved
Ooh.
it.
Oh
And
yeah.
we can't find it now.
Yeah,
like
they
they
don't.
don't provide it. They don't do it.
Right. We should ask them next time what
should.
happened to it.
And we need to check that other popcorn station because who knows?
Well, what if
Maybe
they?
there's one.
Is there a third one?
The next time we
Oh.
pop up, they might have the bar and shit.
Oh,
True.
yeah.
In full kitchen.
Oh yeah, and before we move on more, if you guys have any recommendations of new movies that are coming out that you guys want us to review, if you like the way that I kind of sped through the review and kind kind of like gave you guys a play-by-play as much as I could remember, with them also helping fill in and backtracking and all that. Let us know, because we really did enjoy. I know there's 2 movies in the chamber that we're gonna go check out at least. They're not gonna be released on the week of release, because this is something new right now that
we're
just
trying
did.
out. Now, I was thinking about that though. Is there any trailers that you saw that you want to see? Because, like, for example, like
The one for 2026, it seemed a little interesting to me.
was that the Odyssey?
No,
Oh,
that
it was.
the
That's what it was
Project
called.
Odyssey?
something.
'Cause-
No.
Yeah, it was just called Odyssey.
Yeah,
That's
no,
different.
because you know what that one is, the Odyssey one. That's
It's got
supposed to be
the
like what we
Homer
see-
thing,
Yeah, the
right?
Homer's Odyssey.
Yeah.
I want to see that one because I remember seeing that in high school a couple times when they
Yeah.
were showing it.
Right.
So I'm interested in that one. I want to see how that one's going to be.
That's a different one though. That one was Project something. Odyssey. They didn't show much for that trailer.
Yeah, all it did is just showed Odysseus floating in the ocean and a little
no, it's
piece of
called
wood.
Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary. Oh yeah, because I kept
I
saying
was like,
that.
no, it's not Odyssey. I knew that for a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm. Oh, and then the Fantastic Four. I wouldn't mind checking that out.
But
I don't know.
I don't
I
like
don't-
the cast.
That's iffy as hell.
Yeah,
And the problem with Marvel is they made the Hulk horrible. They took away his badassness. They did. Like, if you look at how he was in the first Avengers to when we get to the end,
Because he can control
Professor
himself.
Hulk.
Is that
yeah,
why?
Yeah,
it
he's
just
like Nerd Hulk.
right, like it just
More
too
easily.
comical.
He
Too
felt
comical.
more in his scientist role than
right. Then
Batman.
he is someone that can stand toe to toe with Thanos without any extra stuff, because his whole thing is he gets stronger when he's mad.
Well, and he gets bigger too. He's supposed to get bigger because when you had what's his face, the original guy playing the Hulk, they kind of showed that the more pissed he would get, he'd
Yeah,
actually
he got
get
a
more
little bigger.
bigger and stronger.
And then the Thing, even in the original Fantastic Four, and then the another reboot of Fantastic Four, they couldn't portray him right either. So like that to me, if you can't do the character justice, you just need
shouldn't
to
do it.
yeah. And so that's what makes me nervous.
talk about the Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he looked. I liked because he just looked like crap. Because remember the first 3 Fantastic Fours? Okay, he didn't look the greatest, but he looks a hell of a lot better than the other Fantastic Four that did really shitty.
Mhm.
And then this one, he just looks like shit again.
Right.
And then what's going to piss off a lot of people? Just wait for it. Is the Silver Surfer is now a female now instead of a male.
right.
Mhm. I seen that.
Yeah, and I thought
Galactus.
I thought he was big, but then I looked it up, and he can change to his size to whatever he needs it to be. He
Yeah.
needs to be.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what's up.
So it's, I don't know. I would go see it if people want us to go see it and review it. I'd definitely go see it. I'd go see that. I'd go see any movie, even if it's a horror movie. I'll go see it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
people
horror movie.
like really, if people are paying attention, listening, I know there's at least 20 to 30 people that continuously tune in to us right now.
Thank you.
So we
Yes, we
appreciate
love
you
you
guys
guys.
a
Thank
lot.
you, everyone.
It truly means a lot to us. But any movie I'll go see, I'll review, I'll give you guys the rundown, the spoiler alerts.
We'll talk shit about it. We'll give you the best honest review as possible.
Right.
yeah.
Because
Hell
like
yeah.
as you saw throughout this, John yesterday he said a 3 or 2.
I was a 3.
Yeah,
and I
3.
went up to a 4.
Right. So like he digested, and
Still
Caleb
horrible.
probably was set at 7, probably even from yesterday and stuff, because you, like you said, took the fangirl. You don't have the fangirlness to it. We're like all 3 of us
Big fans.
fans.
Mhm.
Darren, your review, I like how like you incorporated us as instead of just the movie itself and whatnot.
I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan. I'm like semi-soft.
Yeah.
Semi-soft reboot. Like a semi-soft reboot.
I know though we have Shane Gillis that we will definitely do a review in a month now.
Because-
So we got that next month. So from Gilly, just let us know what you guys want to see and what you guys want us to do. That's really what we're trying to cater to.
We'll do anything for love, but we won't do that.
Exactly.
Right,
and
right,
you
right.
know what that is.
Yes.
Does anyone have anything else before we get to our big announcement that we would like to talk about?
Nope.
I enjoyed the podcast tonight, and yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, me too.
Rar.
So for moving forward, we will no longer be known as the Quack House Podcast. We've been saying it throughout the podcast and whatnot. So we are going to be switching our name to Is This Even Real? I like it. We go through, there's so much current events that are going on that just does not feel real to us, you know, from Jeffrey Epstein's to the wildfires in California again. Because we didn't learn that, to the flooding that it was man-made in Texas. Nothing just seems real anymore.
It's there, it's not there, it's here, it's not over there.
Right.
Yeah.
So
You're
we decided
there, I'm there.
Right.
to change it up, and you guys will see it come probably Wednesday. I will officially make the change.
Nice.
So that'll be before this posts.
Yep. So when it posts in the morning at 7 a.m. and people get notifications for it, it won't say the Quack House Podcast.
It'll
anymore.
say, "Is this real?
Is this real?"
With that being said,
Like, comment, subscribe.
and was this even real?
Was it?
You guys have a beautiful weekend.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
So long,
Peace.
everyone.